It's episode 59 of the Underseasoned podcast.
I think you're in the wrong room, bro.
I feel a bit vulnerable.
You should be on the Sheep Shearers Weekly or something like that in that get-up,
No,
mate.
this get-up was sent to us by Brad's Barbecue, otherwise known as B-Rads. Get what he did there?
I do.
B-Rads. He says, hey, fellas, thought you might like some swag for the show. I run a low and slow Texas barbecue in Darwin, catering and a van for pop-ups. Gus the Butcher, he's name-dropping,
Gus the Butcher.
said I should send you some to you. He is a great mate, butcher and a pitmaster. I couldn't do it without him. Cheers, B-Rad.
B-Rad, low and slow in the top end.
He also sent us a cookbook, and he's got photos of himself with Ernest Cervantes and Aaron Franklin.
Jesus.
He's ticked off more big pitmasters than you have, mate.
Bloody oath he has. I mean, you're my biggest pitmaster photo opportunity, mate. So I'm the guy that's got all the gear and no idea.
Well, let's tuck into this episode. We're going to start off with our intro for the show. Now, this guy is a serious pitmaster.
Bloody oath.
I'm actually a big fan too. Ready?
Hey guys, Chief Phil's here. We've chatted, we've talked, we haven't met. I hope we get to meet one day soon. Huge fan, love the podcast, love everything you guys are doing. The list, the concepts, the conversations, it's what we need. Just like we talked about, I love that we're all united over the love of this craft. It doesn't matter where we are. Hopefully we get to meet up next year, 2026.
You're watching
Underseasoned Podcast.
That was pretty cool. Luke is a big boy.
I was going to say, he's absolutely dwarfed Luke. He's looking up at him, and there's not many people that can do that.
No, I mean, Luke, what is he, 6'3" or
He'd
something
probably
like
be
that?
6'2", 6'3", yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. Now, that is Rashid Phillips. He was the runner-up on season 1 of the American Barbecue Showdown, and he has a podcast. He's got his own podcast. It's cooler than ours. It's called This Week in Barbecue, which I love. I'm a regular listener of his podcast, and he was number 81 on our list.
Sick. Very large human. Larger than life.
So I'm a big fan of this guy. We're going to talk about him a little bit more further in the show.
Yeah, rad.
All right. There's hairs sticking up on my shoulders. They're in my peripheral vision.
It's a breeze. It's like whiskers.
All right, tell me about what is in this episode. No more mucking around.
Righto, mate. This week we've got a bit of an SCA auxiliary mic drop. We've also got these boots were made for cooking, some bespoke cowboy boots that we want to shed some light on. We've also got some chorizo anatomy and some seafood on the menu.
Okay, all right. It sounds like it's going to be an action-packed episode.
When is it not, bro? We just don't stop giving on this show.
Let's jump straight into it. We ready?
Bloody go.
You're watching the Underseasoned Podcast. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's Mike Starr from Blazing Star Barbecue on Instagram, and let's jump into it with our dishes of the week. And you need to stop staring at me, bro. What? What?
It's like a car crash, bro. I can't look away.
So for those playing at home, I'm wearing a rather revealing, what would you call it? Singlet?
It's a singlet, but it's basically Darwin attire because it's always 45 degrees and 1,000% humidity up there. But down here in Port Macquarie, I think it's a balmy 21 degrees today. So, yeah, I'm just a bit shocked. I'm looking at all the tattoos you don't have, bro.
Yeah, I've got a lot of spare real estate, don't I?
You do.
Let's jump into it. This one was sent to us by Tim Rogers. He says, hey, fellas, I'm super proud of this cook. It's some loin pork ribs with chuds, snake bite, and sweet lick. And he used the Four Sauceman hot honey glaze, and these are the best pork ribs I have ever cooked. That's what he says.
They look good. They look like those big Mars bars on the bone.
They look juicy, don't
Is
they?
this a Kiwi? Is this New Zealand?
I don't know, to be honest. He says he cooked them on the offset at 130 degrees Celsius. So it's either got to be, well, he's not in America, we know that much, for 5 hours using apple wood. And for those playing in the USA, that's 270 degrees Fahrenheit and 5 hours. That's a long cook for pork ribs.
It is, but this is where I'm sort of alluding to he might be a Kiwi. He's using the Four Sauceman glaze, which is fantastic, but they look like those beautiful, big, thick, meaty Swift ribs that they get over there.
Yeah, they're definitely big and they're definitely juicy. I'm going to guess he used the 3-2-1 method, which has got a lot of criticism.
That's 6 hours, bro.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he used the 3, 2, 1 method, but take an hour out of that.
He's done daylight savings ribs.
So that whole method, the 3, 2, 1 method, got a lot of criticism for overcooking ribs, but these look spot on.
Yeah, these aren't over. These are bang on. These are, as J-Mac would say, hooverable.
Okay, I won't go into who championed the 3, 2, 1 method, but there was a few people, and one of those people's names may have started with Johnny and ended in Trig.
It's probably just someone needed a gimmick to sell and make it their own method, but, I mean, we've all tried it.
Yeah, well, I mean, most people would do ribs now. I do mine in about 3 hours.
Yep.
He's done his for 5, and I can see why, because they're very thick ribs. They don't look overcooked at all to me. They actually looked absolutely perfect. So, yeah, he's done them in 5, a little bit quicker than 6, but a whole lot slower than 3 hours.
That's good maths, bro.
I struggle. Next up, this one was sent to us by Dylan Clarkson. He says, "G'day, lads. I love the show. A bit of a trick. With leftover brisket, I like to make brisket, jalapeno, and cheese quiches."
Bro, how's the brisket to jalapeno ratio here? It's about 50-50, and I'm happy about it.
That's a lot of jalapenos. He says, if you want a more manly name than quiches, he calls them egg pies.
Little lidless pies.
Little quiche pies.
Little quiches.
So he dices up leftover brisket, jalapenos, and he grates some cheese into a muffin dish. He places the puff pastry in the muffin dish, fills up with whisked eggs with a bit of pepper, 180 degrees Celsius in the smoker or the oven for 20 minutes.
Bloody oath. We love a good pie here, and I'm going to steal this.
If someone couldn't see this, how would you explain it?
Well, it's basically, you know, everyone's been to a wedding or a funeral or something at the RSL club or the at the pub, and, you know, you get those little hors d'oeuvres, the quiches there. But, yeah, this is just a barbecue twist. So, yeah, you've got the little, I guess, bite-sized muffin tins going on there with the pastry. And, yeah, it's a man quiche.
A man quiche. I like the sound of that. So it looks like a great breakfast or a lunchbox filler, really.
Mate, these are brekkie lunch and dinner.
So are you prepared now after, 59 episodes to acknowledge that leftover brisket is a real thing?
Oh, mate, I was only taking the piss out of Boomer in episode 1 because it's what we do. We haven't ripped him for a while either, so...
You ripped him on the part where we talked about Shani, where you said that she made pies, like she walked so he could run.
Well, it wasn't a lie.
We love you, Boomer.
I love you, Booms.
Great looking lunchbox fillers. If you do have some leftover brisket, give this a go.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a go for sure. The more jalapenos you put in, the less you have to share them.
You could put infinite amount of jalapenos in these and I'd eat them.
That's it.
This one was posted by Tom Damon from Smoky Pastures Barbecue. Now, what we're looking at here is a dessert turn-in box for the State Cook-Off Association sanctioned barbecue event at the Bend in South Australia. Now, I've seen plenty of parsley boxes when it comes to competitive barbecue, but this is the first one where I've seen a bed of fairy floss.
Mate, the SCA guys in South Australia absolutely crush it. I mean, you got this guy here absolutely mic dropping it, but don't forget Dusty Q also come from South Australia and they clean up all the time. So there's something in the water down there.
Yeah, well, we're looking at a dessert hand-in that is in a traditional KCBS style hand-in box, but it's a dessert and it's stunning. I had to look into it further because at first I thought it was like some sort of wizardry. Blue fairy floss is the base.
Yep, the contrast of the blue fairy floss and that beautiful, rich, you know, cherry red. Some might call it dog dick red, but we won't go into that. But the colour you're seeing there is amazing. Adam Roberts would be real happy with that pistachio crumb on the top too, but show me more, bro.
Okay, this is the cross-section and it's even more impressive. They are loaded red chocolate bars made Dubai style. They've got a red chocolate outside, a chocolate brownie centre with a raspberry kumquat, pistachio paste and a rice crisp to give it some more texture.
Far out, bro.
It's wild.
That's gnarly.
This is a barbecue competition.
Yeah. So good. These guys are cooking on camp tables out of Yetis.
This is one of the best looking desserts I've seen, period.
Yeah.
This leaves Dubai chocolate for dead.
That's it. I mean, I know you're not a fan of desserts, but Jesus, mate, I'd swim in that thing.
It's amazing.
So delicious.
So they also competed in the anything red category, and they did a gochujang fried chicken bites with smoking mangoes, cherry jalapeno glaze on a bed of green rice served in a crispy flour tortilla cup.
It almost looks like a sea creature, like some exotic form of coral you see in the bottom of a fish tank.
This is wild.
It's so good.
This is a competition.
And red kidney beans as the base.
Okay, he also served these mini crunchy corn tortilla shells with rich pulled beef cheek, zesty lime, guacamole, and a fresh pico de gallo with a toasted sesame seed sprinkle.
Okay.
Wild.
Mate, you dropped the mic on the first one. You didn't need to flex so hard.
So he does say big props to Russ from Natural Smoke Australia on his team for both the red and the dessert categories. They were his baby and he nailed them. How would you score these?
Bro, put those in a bakery and you're not even going to need to score. You're going to have a lineup because you got the latest viral dessert. But that's fucking 11s all day.
So the dessert, second.
Wow.
The tacos, third. Anything red, third.
That's because Dusty Q were probably there too, right?
I will put money on the fact that Dusty Q beat them. But I just don't know what Dusty Q are handed in. Like, what are they handing in? What miracle thing are you putting in a box that's better than this?
Probably a smouldering doobie in the middle, so you smoke that first, and it's the ultimate munchie.
Let's put this in perspective. This was served at a barbecue competition in Adelaide, Australia. It's the dessert category, and it belongs in a Michelin-starred restaurant.
Yeah, bloody oath, mate. You could see that next to the, the beautiful big croquembouche. Insane.
Pretty cool. This next one was sent to us by Micah Hardy from One Goose Farm. Let's watch.
That sounds good. That rack just kept on going, bro. How good is that?
He says, what do you think of my pork? Definitely not cooked in the electric oven. Love the show.
I'm just impressed that you can still get pork loins with that many bones in it, mate. I mean, normally they're chopped up into cutlets, but wow, that's so good. The crackle's set, the probe's in there to get the internal temp right. And could you imagine the smell of, like the beautiful open fire? He's cooking outside and then pulling that out as well, bro.
I mean, it looks like a pizza oven, but it's not. It's actually sort of like an outdoor live fire oven.
Yeah, I mean, it'd double up as a pizza oven there with that hot stone, but I mean, a lot of guys aren't limiting, it's only a badge on the box really now of what you can cook in things, but yeah, it's almost like there's one, I think, in New Zealand, the Kiwi outdoor stoves. This is the same sort of thing where heat source is still offset. So, I mean, if you're burning flavoured wood in there, you're going to get some beautiful aromatic smoke. And yeah, so it's got the offset with the stone getting hot and giving a nice radiant temperature in there, and sick.
Sensational. Hey, so I asked for some background and he said, I don't have any other photos, sorry. I went away for a couple of days and I came back to a broken freezer. I didn't want to risk refreezing this, so I just cooked it up. I was doing the carnivore diet at the time, so no signs. He just raw dogged this whole thing.
As you would, mate. I reckon you get a day out of that. That's brekkie lunch and dinner. Dip that in some sunny side up eggs, mate, and I'd be bloody happy.
It's pretty cool, hey?
Oh, it's so cool. I remember once I cooked a pork loin with a mate years ago, and we had a bunch of people coming round, so it was a good 5-6 bone loin, and the guest never showed up. They had to cancel, so all we ate was crackle. And I got drunk off pork fat, bro. I felt nauseous. I felt delusional. And it was my body saying, hey, can we have some protein as well as just all that excessive salty fat you've just devoured?
It's so delicious, though, isn't it?
I didn't stop.
You just saying to your body, like, deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely something that would be encapsulated in a Simpsons episode.
Let's move on to Rate My Barbecue. And this is where the number one online rater of barbecue, Sigh Luxton, gets to rate barbecue. But he doesn't get to taste, but people do send their photos in.
That's it. I'm a regular looker at of barbecue and not so much a regular eater of barbecue. But hey, we got the red mics.
They're sending them in.
That's it.
This one was sent in to us by Blackley's Backyard Barbecue. They do Texas-inspired craft barbecue in Blackley, which is near Manchester in the UK.
Yeah, cool.
What are we looking at?
So we've got a half a chicken there. We've got a beautifully smoked beef rib, a charred cob of corn, some Hasselback potatoes. Looks like a bit of pickled cabbage and a couple of sauces there. Looks like a bit of a salsa and a chimichurri. Then some charred greens.
You're good at this. I literally put you on the spot because I know what's in it. They call it the backyard roast, but it's the barbecue version. Beef rib, smoked chicken, smoked Hasselback potatoes. You even guessed that. Green beans and corn with a house barbecue sauce and a mint chimichurri.
Oh,
Mint.
oh, putting mint in things will get you in trouble.
Don't tell the Mexicans.
Don't tell the South Americans where you put mint in a chimmy, bro. But hey, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and this is a bit of a 1-2 entry. He sent us another tray, which is a smoked confit beef cheeks, a Korean-style beef short rib. He's got 2 types of flavoured baby back ribs in there, and he's got some Carolina mustard pulled pork and a spicy jerk chicken thigh.
That's ticking all the boxes.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
That's amazing.
He's got all my favourite things in there.
You don't like beef cheeks?
I don't, to be honest. But you know what I do love? The spicy jerk chicken.
Yeah, bro. And 2 types of ribs? Get in my belly.
Yeah, I love it. So you are going to need to give him a combined score. He's asked for a rating.
Score. Well, yeah, the first one was a little bit limited with what was on offer, but then he's absolutely blown that out of the water with the second offering. So we're going to have to sort of score in the middle. Go 7.4.
So this is him, Blackley's Backyard Barbecue. He says, I currently use my custom-built 130-gallon offset smoker and a pit barrel and an old char griller smoker as a grill. I use birch wood, and it gives off a very nice, subtle, smoky flavour. And you've spotted there's a dog on the firebox.
Yeah, don't train Doggo to jump on that when it's lit, that's for sure. But if it was a cat, that's fine. But yeah, look after the doggos.
Is it Mia? Don't listen to him, Mia. Don't. You know she fucking watches every episode.
It's not Mia, it's all cats.
He said, I did a couple of random pop-ups last year which sold out, and then this year I've started to do it on a more frequent basis.
Epic.
He says, I'm just a guy who loves cooking outdoors. My mates told me you should sell this. I'm currently in the process of building an outdoor kitchen area and a barbecue area. I cook on Thursday and Friday, and I serve on Friday evenings. If you're in the area, check him out. Blackley's Backyard Barbecue. We've put the menu up here on the screen, but you can get yourself a backyard box for £45 that feeds 2.
That's pretty good chewing.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's got the same sort of mates I had growing up. We used to call them the you-shoulds.
And they never do.
They never did fucking anything. It was always like, you should do this and you should do that. They'd benefit from it, but I was doing all the fucking work.
Well, he's taken 2 days to prepare all this stuff.
Yeah, he's got my old mates.
Thanks for sending that in. We really appreciate it. And if you want Sigh to rate your barbecue, then send it in to us.
That's it. And if you want Jay to rate your fit or your swag, send photos in to him because he is the fashionista.
Listen, I'm growing all the time. So some of these outfits might not fit me as well as what they should.
It looks good, mate.
Talking points, let's move on with the show. Do you like a bit of chorizo?
I do, mate, and I don't care what's in it. Lips and arseholes, give it to me.
So this one was posted by King Barnacle, and he says, my chorizo is made of salivary glands and lymph nodes. And what we're looking at here is the ingredients on the back of the packet. And it doesn't say pork. It basically says salivary glands and lymph nodes.
Yeah, it's basically the exact anatomically correct breakdown of what's in there. While most places you only have to sort of say pork or offal or something like that. But this must have been manufactured somewhere where you've got to be a little bit more honest of what's in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know when it comes to these sorts of processed pork products that you don't really know what you're getting.
No, it's nose to tail, baby. You know, it's as long as it tastes good, and there's still a lot of good nutritional value with all the stuff that they potentially throw away. I mean, you know, you look at the...
Is there?
Oh, liver, bro. Liver's one of the best
There's
things
no
you can
liver
eat.
in this.
No, not in this, but there might be. But that's what the paprika's job is.
So I looked it up. Apparently in some countries...
It's got pork. It's just so far down the menu because it's insignificant in a percentage form.
There's more garlic powder than pork.
That's saying something.
So in many countries, the food label laws require that any non-muscle So if you're using a non-muscle part of the animal, like a byproduct, like organs or glands, that they need to be clearly identified rather than just saying pork.
Okay.
There you go. So who decided this? I don't want to know.
No. I
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
If they start to do this with chicken nuggets, we're in trouble.
Bloody oath, mate. It should even make this part like the cigarette packets, you know, like you're not allowed to have them on display if you don't want to see them. It's just like, no, this should come with like a scratchy on it. So if you really want to know what's in it, you can scratch it off and find out. No one else cares. We just want our beautiful chorizo with our prawns and our chicken and just live a happy day.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
It's not going to deter me.
Rightio.
I mean, I eat Devon for fuck's sake.
Devon's probably the worst.
Yeah. Or as you guys would know, baloney.
Rightio, this next one was sent in to us by Ben Howard. He says, boys, I watched your video on the annual rub cull. What was that about?
I think it was a photo of our good mate Brad, who was doing his annual rub cull, going through the cupboards when he had a bit of time to get rid of everything that had clumped up or he'd run out of.
Yeah, or had gone off potentially.
Yeah.
Or maybe didn't even use.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So Ben says, I have been keeping my rubs in the fridge. He goes, they never clump up. They stay like new. I live in Queensland and the humidity kills them in a week in the pantry. But the fridge is a game changer. Give it a try. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, right. How do you reckon all these rub manufacturers like Lanes and all them guys up in Queensland go? Like during the summer months in the wet season, it would be hell, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You'd have to run your stock right down in February, I reckon. That's why they come to meat stock and just make bank.
So I would have thought personally keeping them in the fridge would make them sort of clump up more.
Not if you've got a decent fridge that is basically just killing all the humidity in there, because a fridge is meant to be a dry cool. But I mean, even with coffee back in the day, there used to be the myth that you put your coffee beans in the freezer. And even a lot of guys now, if you go to a fancy coffee joint and you want to try a single origin or something, a lot of the time they do keep them, you know, they pre-bag them, pre-weigh them. And then instead of just having them on the shelf, they have them in the freezer so that they can just pull them out when they need them, thaw them out a bit, grind them away, and as good as fresh.
Okay, well, on that, right, I did look it up, and apparently keeping rubs in the fridge might mute the flavours.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. We're going to take Ben's word for it. We're going to give it a go. I'm going to keep a couple of rubs in the fridge and see how we go. But it's a great tip, and Ben, thanks for sending that into us.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's bad enough down here and the humidity kills them, but up there it'd be way worse.
Yeah, so if you're in a hot part of the world and you're having trouble with your rubs clumping up, you might be in Texas, for example, put them in the fridge.
Bloody oath.
Moving on, does this look like good barbecue to you?
Sure bloody does.
How good?
Oh, mate, if I had to rate that on Rate My Barbecue and my absolute educated expert opinion based on years of research, he'd probably be up around the high 8s, early 9s.
Okay.
Because we've got to save room at the top, you know, David Portnoy styles.
You're right. It's from Owens and Hull Barbecue, located just out of Atlanta in the state of Georgia, and it was ranked number 3 by Daniel Vaughan from the Texas Monthly for best Texas barbecue outside Texas in the USA. So that's a pretty big deal. He beat Heritage Barbecue.
Bro, Heritage is my top of the bucket list barbecue joint to go to, purely because I just love, you know, all my experience in barbecue is based off social media presence because I've never been to the States. But Heritage is probably the first place I'd ever go if I was going on a barbecue trip. I just really love the look of what they're doing there. And, yeah, I just love the Southern California vibes and that sort of thing. And, yeah, but to beat them, because they're my barometer, that's fucking rad.
Yeah. So according to Daniel Vaughan, they are number 3. Now, you might remember at the start of this episode, Rashid Phillips, he gave us the intro to the show, and we said he has his own podcast. Now, it's called This Week in Barbecue, and he does an interview with Brian Hull, who is one half of Owens and Hull. Or was.
Ooh, dun, dun, dun.
So I won't spoil the episode, but it's an absolute roller coaster. So he talks a lot about what it takes to be a pitmaster, what it takes to be the best, but he also talks a lot about being taken advantage of. He talks about being accountable for him talking shit about a lot of other people. He says sorry, and it's this really weird mix of like vindictiveness, spitefulness, but then he's talented. He has some bad luck. He has good luck. He gets pushed over the edge. I mean, I won't spoil it for you, but it's well worth a watch. It's on YouTube. This Week in Barbecue. Why build the top-ranked barbecue restaurant in GA and then quit? That's what it was titled.
Yeah, right.
So I'd encourage everyone to go watch it. It's a bit of a roller coaster, and I still don't know how I feel about it.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. If something can leave you with a mix of emotions, then, you know, that's journalism at its finest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's one of those ones where, you know, when you see a good movie, you walk away and you just think about it for a week later and you're still like running through like hypotheticals in your head of the movie. This interview is a bit like that.
Yeah, right. Still trying to unpack.
So he does say in the interview that he leaves this restaurant at the worst possible time on purpose.
Yeah, right.
And I don't think the restaurant itself has actually posted since he left. So at the time of recording this, I think it's been about 2 weeks since he left. They haven't posted.
You're right. Heavy.
Well, I haven't seen them do an update post anyway. So it's really heavy stuff. I'd encourage you to go watch it. So it goes for like an hour. So it's a pretty in-depth interview.
Yeah, sick. Maybe the restaurant owners are sitting there with the old, baby, come back attitude.
I don't know. It's a tough one. It really is. I think being a pitmaster, running a barbecue business in this modern era where it's just so hard, costs are through the roof, trying to make ends meet. And also, too, you're trying to keep everyone happy. It's almost like an impossible exercise right now.
And then there's all these experts out there with red mics that want to make up these lists that put pressure on everyone trying to be better.
Fuck them guys. Let's move on. Meet the pitmaster.
Who you got for me this week, bro? It's like Frodo Baggins has set up a smokehouse.
How would you describe this?
It's a little hobbit hole, but it's a beautiful little shack. Looks like it's in a beautiful semi-forest setting. And, yeah, it looks like a little grotto.
Let's take a look inside. Ready?
Let's go. Wow.
That's amazing.
Imagine the smell, that beautiful timber getting warmed up by that fire. Everything in there it looks like pine. Mate, this thing's like not far off being a sauna.
So this shack, whatever you want to call it, you walk in and there's a massive big fire pit, but it's like a cooking area in the middle of a timber hut.
Yeah.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It's so good.
So this is the beginning of a new barbecue school, and I want you to meet a pitmaster that I have been wanting to highlight since episode 1.
Yeah, cool.
His name's Marcus Bawdon, and he is the founder of the UK Barbecue School. He's the past editor of the UK Barbecue magazine and was instrumental in growing live fire and barbecue in the UK.
So sick.
He's been around since the beginning.
Bloody oath he has.
So Marcus is actually right now building a new barbecue school at his home, which is where he started teaching barbecue 12 years ago. Now he runs a series of classes including barbecue fundamentals with dirty steaks, roast beef, smoked chicken, and he teaches fire and heat control and everything you kind of need to get started in barbecue.
Amazing. And how good was that picture of all his cooking devices? Like, he's got some good real estate in there.
Yeah, it's a pretty hands-on class. He also does an intermediate barbecue class, which is geared more towards low and slow with ribs, pork belly, Scotch eggs, Meatenberg, I don't even know what that is, tomahawks with melted chimichurri bone marrow.
How's that little suckling pig he's dicing up there?
He also does a live fire class cooking asado style butterflied legs of lamb, picanhas, and tri-tips.
Yep.
Ticks every box.
It does, doesn't it?
He is the author of quite a few cookbooks, and he's been a guest pitmaster at pretty much every UK-based barbecue festival there is, and all round he's just a great, humble guy.
Looks like he can hang, bro.
Yeah, pretty cool. So this is him at one of his classes. So you come along, learn all about barbecue, and then you get to eat as well.
Everyone's all rugged up for that UK summer night.
That is summer.
Oh, no. I can tell because people aren't at the pub.
So this is the start of the new cooking school that's currently under construction, and I can't wait. Well, we can't wait to see what you get up to, Marcus, and what the new school looks like. You can go follow him on Instagram under Country Woods Smoke. He also has a group on Facebook under the same name with 75,000 followers.
Yeah, rad.
So at some point, if you're in the UK and you were getting into barbecue, you're probably part of one of his groups. You've probably seen him at a festival, or he's probably taught you barbecue.
So where's he based?
I don't know, to be honest.
The UK.
Somewhere in the UK.
Yeah.
So anyway, jump on the socials, find out if you're in the UK anywhere. You'd be mad not to take one of his classes.
Bloody oath. Get in the DMs, hit him up, and start yourself a bit of a barbecue adventure.
Okay, products.
What you got for me, baby?
This is a bit of a weird one. This is going to take a few twists and turns. You ready?
Yeehaw!
So these are boots by Temper and Stone, and they're cool, they're customized, they're modern-looking boots, and they're based out of Australia.
Sick. They'd absolutely go well with your outfit.
So up until recently, they actually shipped to the USA. Boots made in Australia, shipped to the USA.
Thanks, Uncle Donald.
Yeah. So things have changed. They've had to pivot. Shipping anything to the USA, like we have to apologize on behalf of a lot of people that bought our merch in the US, never got it. It got shipped back to us. Shipping to the US right now is pretty hard.
Yeah, so basically what's happened, it is on its way, but as we were fulfilling the orders, the tariffs all came in. Australia Post seized all posting to the USA until they could rectify the situation. Our printer was working on getting set up with FedEx to get it sent over, and basically it all came back, returned to sender the other day, and AusPost didn't want to issue a refund, which was, I mean, we wore a fair bit of the hundreds of dollars worth of the freight. But yeah, we're just trying to make sure that we can get it over to you guys efficiently. But in the meantime, there'll probably be nothing heading over to the US because of the said tariffs. So we're still looking for someone to license our gear and print and fulfill orders over in the US of A. Right. I mean, that stuff's pretty cool, right?
Back to the boots. They've had to pivot. And they're offering something new, and these are custom-made boots.
Sick.
That's cool, isn't it?
These boots are made for cooking.
So they create a sketch based on your brief, and then they make the boots in the colours and style and designs that you like.
Rad.
So you give them a brief. They then supply you with a kind of like a 3D illustration of what the boots might look like. You then place your order for your own set of custom boots. So there are no shortcuts, no mass production. It's a bespoke designs. They use only quality, full grain leather, and they use traditional boot making techniques. And they start at 450 Australian dollars, and then they go up for there. So if you want a really big pair and you want them really customized, expect to pay a lot more than that. But it depends on how detailed they are as well. But who's wearing a pair of boots over here?
So that is the lead singer of Amel and the Sniffers, which is an Australian rock band. And this girl pulls no punches, mate. She's not here to take any shit. So if she's rocking the boots, they are cool. I think they've just been nominated for a Grammy, actually, for Best Rock Album or something like that. But yeah, these guys kick ass.
Well, she's got a pair of the boots on.
Yes,
so that
she
says
does.
something, right? So they make really cool boots. Temperandstone.com. Would you wear a pair of these?
It's definitely not my style. I've never sort of wanted to wear a pair of cowboy boots because it's just not what I'm into. But I really can appreciate these. They look fucking cool, and I probably could be persuaded.
Right. Well, if I was like, we're looking at female boots here, really high, tall boots.
Bullshit. I'd rock those colours.
You reckon you would?
Yeah.
We're looking at unisex boots here that, you know, you'd be the standout at your next country music festival.
Bloody oath you would.
You'd get people walk up to you and go, holy shit, where'd you get them boots from?
I'd have Bill Doomis's Daisy Duke shorts on and my crop top and those boots.
Well, it's funny you should say that because when we hit them up in the DMs and wanted to know more about their boots, they said, hey, we would love to get you guys a pair of crazy meat and barbecue themed cowboy boots. And I mock some up.
Yeah, sick.
Would you wear it?
I would, but I'd probably want this sort of design in the crazy colours.
Well, I think brown would be more your colour.
I don't wear much brown. Hey, what's going on here? That's a while back. I haven't had a beard for 5 years.
Well, this is a picture of you in New Zealand and you're rocking these boots.
That's it, mate. The original photo, I was rocking sort of mid-shin high socks with my daughter's photo printed all over them.
Yeah, you were too. So, truth be told, I did try with AI for the longest amount of time to put a pair of Bill Doomer shorty short little shorts on you, but it just wouldn't make them any shorter than that, so I had to give up.
But that's not short. That's how short my shorts are.
The boots look good in brown.
They do, you know, now that I've visually seen it, you know. But, oh, mate, I'd be grateful for anything. But how sick are the boots, though?
They're pretty cool. But in all seriousness, custom-made, designed boots, the way you like them, templeandstone.com. Go out and support them and get yourself a pair of custom-made boots.
Hell yeah. And it's actually my mission now to try and persuade these guys and make sure they're at Meatstock Gippsland in April.
That'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
But I do think you're right. Probably the brighter colours might suit you.
They might do.
Let's move on here. We've got some rubs up in the studio. They're up behind me. They were sent in to us by Coast and Smoke, and they say, we've got a little letter here. Hey, Jay and Sigh, here are some of our rubs for you to sample and share or lather on as body wash.
I like the sound of the 13th Apostle Euros seasoning.
Yeah, that one looks awesome. And it was sent in to us by Claire and Troy, and they say that they love the podcast. So just to go through them all, there's a Southwest Smoky Texan rub. There's T-Rub, which is an umami seasoning. The 13th Apostle, which is a Gyros Greek-style seasoning. And then there's K-Pop Dust, which is, it sounds awesome as well, Korean-style wing and rib dust.
We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. Just
You're
a little
good at that.
K-pop reference there. Bro, when you've got daughters
Kids.
all under 6, yeah, that's all that's banging in my car at the moment.
Truth be told, my daughter loves K-pop, but she's getting to that age now where it's not cool at school anymore. So she's
Yeah.
got to be careful about who knows.
So she's into it, but only behind closed doors.
Yeah, so pretty cool, right? A lot of rubs are generally kind of the same flavors over and over again, but they've got that one that you spotted, the Gyros seasoning and the Korean-style wing and rib dust.
And I'm guessing too, based on the names of the rubs, these guys must be based down in southern Victoria. The 13th Apostle could be a reference to the 12 apostles on the Great Ocean Road.
Yeah, but it's Greek.
No, but I'm saying that these guys are from, like, Troy and...
So they have no preservatives, no additives, all natural, no refined sugars. They're Greek. It's a Greek seasoning.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't the 13th Apostle like a Greek reference?
I think it's a Catholic reference.
The Greek Catholic Greeks.
Yeah, you know,
The
like,
Greek Catholics.
Didn't Jesus hang out with Hercules at some stage?
All right, these are cool rubs.
They're real cool rubs.
If you're going to cook a gyros, you might want to use the 13th Apostle, which we don't know if it's a reference to some sort of Greek mythology or a rock in the bottom of Victoria.
I'm just basically throwing boulders here, bro. But keen to try them.
No preservatives, no additives, all natural, no refined sugars. You can find out more at coastandsmoke.com.au.
Hell yeah.
Rightio. Do you love pickles?
You know I do, bro.
I love pickles. So you might be in luck. The king of pickles and spices has a full-blown pickle bar in Sydney, Australia. A pickle bar.
Bro, I got sent this from one of our Dutch viewers, Marcel from Carport Barbecue, and he was like, bro, did you know there's a pickle bar this close to you? Because everyone just thinks, you know, Australia is just everything's in driving distance, but it's fucking not.
Yeah, this is 5 hours from us.
Yeah, but I didn't know about it. I do now, and I'm very excited.
So I love pickles, like just pickles. I'll eat a whole jar of these pickles, but they're also the perfect accompaniment to kind of like break down fatty foods like barbecue. Like having pickles on barbecue platter is somewhat common, yeah?
Yeah. It's also a bit of a palate cleanser too, isn't it? But I've just watched this lady. I think she stitched herself up. Like if you're paying by weight, she's put way too much liquid in at the end, and that's what she's paying for. She's paying for the brine.
That's a bit weird because I think at the end they actually put the brine in and they don't charge you for the brine.
Nah,
See how she's putting it
I've
at
got
the
it
end?
backwards. I've watched the video a couple of times. Yep.
Yep.
Forget that. I'm a loser.
So you're only paying for the pickles, but then they add the brine at the end.
Sick. I'm happy. I'm going there. Get in the car.
So the way it works is you get a bucket, you fill it up with your choice of pickled mini cucumbers, white cabbage, cauliflower, beetroot, turnips, artichoke, mixed vegetables, eggplants, chili peppers, garlic, and they also have different flavors for those as well with za'atar, sumac, and chili oils.
You get to the end and there's Sigh curled up in brine just trying to become a pickle.
I'd bath in that pickle juice. I love pickles.
Bro, same.
So the problem with me is it wouldn't matter how big of a tub of pickles I buy. I'd eat them all in one go.
You're like the old, when you get a puppy, you've just got to make sure you give them the smaller bowl because they're just going to keep eating.
Pretty cool though.
Super cool.
King of pickles and spices, they've got their own pickle bar.
And it's on the bucket list, literally.
Like what you did there. Rate My Barbecue. This one was sent in to us by the Smokehouse UK, and it's Texas barbecue street food in knots from Pitmaster Justin Halpin.
Yeah, right. Lots of UK barbecue love coming in today.
He says, "Sup dudes.
Sup, dude?
Sending some more UK barbecue for you to rate or slate." Rate or slate? That's a good one.
Slate it.
We serve these from our food truck here in rainy Nottingham.
How good are the pommy frits down there? Those little frozen mashed potato balls?
So on that, he says, "We call it the Franklin platter as a nod to the king himself. We charge £50 for it. There is 2 dry rubbed smoked chicken thighs, brisket, baby back ribs, homemade sausage, Texas toast." Why is it called Texas toast?
Because it's bigger.
They toast it or it's thicker?
They've toasted their napkins.
It also has pork belly, burnt ends, pulled pork, mac and cheese, slaw, pickles, and sriracha sauce topped tater tots.
Tater tots?
They're round though. They're called pommies, aren't they?
Yeah, pommy frits, aren't they?
Yeah.
You get them in the freezer here. They're like $6 a box, and you barely get half a serve out of them. They're awesome, except the first one always pops open and burns your fucking mouth. But they're great.
So ours look like small hash browns in a way. But these round ones, we have them here, but maybe in the UK they're called tater tots.
Yeah, maybe.
It looks pretty cool. He's going to need a rating from you for this barbecue platter that is being served in Nottingham for £50.
Well, I'd happily eat that in the rain, mate. So we're going to go let's go a 7.6, or as the kids would say, 6.7.
7.6.
7.6.
How'd you get 6.7 out of that?
You swap the numbers around, bro.
Oh, you just change everything to a 6.7.
Mate, no one's sent in anything garbage enough for a 6.7. I've been wanting to get 6.7 out of my system, bro, because I've got kids and they go to school. Bro, I did school drop-off yesterday and a kid had 6.7 shaved into the side of his head.
Did you ever watch that reel going around where they were all at an In-N-Out burger waiting for him to announce 6.7?
I did.
So the first time I watched it, I didn't really know 6.7 was a thing, and he called out 6.8 and everyone booed.
Yeah, because he'd skipped a number.
Correct. But I thought it was going to be 6.9 that they cheered about, 69, right? And that's when I realised I was old.
Yeah, you got catfished. But the thing is someone is like, how do we combat this 6.7 pandemic that's going on? So everyone's just gone, well, we just say it back to them. Because if us, as dorky parents, start saying 6.7, it's not cool anymore.
Right, and we can all move on with our lives.
Exactly.
All right, what score did you give this again?
7.6.
7.6. I think it's a great looking platter. And if I was near him in Nottingham, I would be picking up one of these every second week.
Bloody oath.
Let's move on to Pitbuilders. This is another one we've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah, bloody oath it is.
What's this?
This is where LPG bottles go when they die.
Yeah, well, I mean, what we're looking at is a van, and the back of the van is full of old LPG bottles.
Yeah, that's it. And they're gaining their wings and going to gas canister heaven.
Well, unless someone like Randy Soto gets his hands on them, and he is turning old LPG tanks into charcoal grills and smokers. And he's from Soto Smokers and Grills.
Yeah, that's it. Being reincarnated into a solid fuel cooking device.
They're super trendy, eh?
They're super cool.
Can you imagine rocking up to like a picnic or something like that, and you've just got your own LPG tank, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's that?" And you pop it open, and you're cooking barbecue.
No, everyone here will be like, "Oh, fucking dickhead bought the gas but didn't bring a barbecue." It's just like, psych, 6.7.
So Randy is a former welder at SpaceX.
Yes, sick.
So he's now building his own pits. Now, these upright ones here, you can hang ribs or tri-tip or tomahawks, but you can also use his pits for low and slow too. They work a little bit like a bullet smoker.
Yeah, wicked. I mean, as long as you've probably got an offset plate in there to do the heat indirect, I mean, anything works.
So the smaller ones, he says, are great for grilling, like burgers, wings, or steaks, and you can regulate the temperatures using the valves, the inlets, and the exhausts. But he also says that he can customize them however you like. So he does these little touches like logos and color options and even like vent-specific options. So if you want to do low and slow in them, he can put in like a baffle plate, for example, and he can put in extra vents. He'll make them to your specs.
Bro, if I got one of these little ones, I'd want a paint job on it so it looked like a bunch of sticks of dynamite, because the little gauge here looks like the alarm clock. It'd make it look like a homemade time bomb.
There's a good idea for you. So he says if you've got any creative ideas, just like you had then, he will make it happen, full custom builds.
Hell yeah.
So what we're looking at here is some really cool old LPG tanks that he has customized here. I think that one is a red San Francisco. What's the team called?
The 49ers.
The 49ers. So he'll custom suit them to your requirements. You can check out his work on Instagram under Soto Smokers and Grills.
Hell yeah.
All right, so it's really cool to see people like reimagining, remanufacturing, making stuff with their hands and doing something they love.
That's it, giving normal throwaway items a new lease on life.
Right, go check him out, Soto Smokers and Grills. Now, while we're on to some talented people, it's art by Sigh. This is you.
It's me. No,
All right,
it's not.
Tell me about this one.
It's our homie Josh DeWitt from JDQ. And yeah, I met Josh at Meat Stock Sydney earlier this year. Awesome character. He's he's now residing in Kansas City. And yeah, he's a avid competition barbecuer. Just a couple of weeks ago, he was at the Kansas City Royal throwing down some Q. Did pretty well there, but he's been hitting me up and wanting a commission piece there for a while. Finally got to it, and it worked out to be perfect timing because he has recently just signed a deal to have his barbecue rubs imported over here in Australia, distributed by the Barbecue Supply Co. So you want some of these. We've cooked with them a few times. They're really good rubs. Like the sweet garlic is insane. And I think he's also trying to get his drum smokers over here too, which will happen eventually. But yeah, Josh gave me a pretty loose brief here, just sort of wanted his life depicted. And sadly, both of his bulldogs there that I drew had recently both passed away and hit him right in the feels, this one. So, but yeah, Josh is an awesome guy. I can't wait to see him again. And yeah, we've gone with the Kansas City Chiefs colorway on this one because he's a mad Chiefs fan, and don't sue us.
But if I'm looking at this graphic right, you've got the 2023 Grand Champion American Royal Best Rub on the Planet. So these rubs are legit.
Yeah, his rubs are legit. And also, too, the Rockin' Horse there, he ended up winning a GC at a comp a couple of months ago. And the trophies were so weird. Like, they were sort of made of just recycled items. And he actually got... The trophy was a fucking rocking horse, and they'd mounted it on a plaque that said Grand Champion. And he didn't know what to do with it when he got it. And like, I think the comp was run by a few eclectic individuals. And yeah, I mean, he can hang, bro.
All right, he's a cool cat.
He's a cool cat.
Rightio, that brings us on to the dish of the week. Now, you've been busy.
Have, mate. Always busy.
Run me through this one.
Righto, we're doing a bit of char-grilled marinated octopus this week, mate.
I love seafood, especially on the barbecue.
Bloody oath. So we've got ourselves a whole hand of octopus, as they call it, but I got lucky with this one. I pulled it out of the bag. I had the whole octopus and 2 extra tentacles. So we got 10 tentacles in total. I trimmed them off. I got rid of them. I took them off the head there. I didn't want to cook the head itself. So what I've done is separated the tentacles, put them in a container, and I've hit them with about 3 lemons worth of juice, and then chopped up some of the lemons and chucked in there because we're going to marinate this for a couple of days, and essentially that lemon juice is going to sort of softly sous vide it and break down some of those particles in there that make the octopus a little bit tough if you don't know what you're doing when you cook it. So we've hit it with obviously a heap of lemon juice. Now we've got some fresh oregano, mate. Fresh oregano gives it that little bit of almost a Greek flavour. So lemon and oregano together, beautiful. We've gone in with some fresh garlic and then some beautiful Australian extra virgin olive oil just to make almost a seafood pickle, I guess you could say. And that's been all mixed up, thrown in the fridge for, with this, I reckon you need to go at least 2 days just for that lemon juice to really penetrate and tenderize that octopus. So, yeah, we've pulled them out. We've got the Primo grill absolutely screaming hot. When I opened the lid, it was up around 700 Fahrenheit. So, got the heat beads lump charcoal doing the job there. We've thrown it on. And sometimes you're mistaken thinking the octopus is still alive because they curl up when they hit the heat. And you want to get those little suckers nice and crispy so they give a bit of crunch. And, yeah, we've hit them on the char grill.
How long?
Oh, that was probably a good 5 minutes, always turning them so that they, get a bit of a colour about them and a bit of crunch on the edges. But you don't need to cook them for too long, otherwise you'll overdo them and they'll go tough because the lemon juice has sort of done a bit of the work for you. So we've taken them off, we've chopped them up into little bite-sized pieces, we've chucked them in a bowl with some rockets, some Roma tomatoes, and then I've got a bit of a chimichurri hack for you.
Okay, bring it out. Right, what's this hack you talk of?
Righto, so chimichurri, we've gone 2/3 Steph the Mouldy Aquadesiac, 1/3 Deep Bush, then we've hit it with some olive oil, a little bit of red wine vinegar, and a little bit of lemon juice. Mixed it in, and we've got a beautiful makeshift chimichurri, and I reckon this is heaps better. It's got a little bit more heat, a little bit of just sort of different flavours with the native pepper there from New Zealand, and we're going to lug this on there. And we're just going to fucking send it. But, yeah, Steph's rubs, mate. Get all 4 of them and you won't be disappointed.
And you're saying because it sat in the lemon juice for 2 days with a bit of olive oil that these are going to be tender?
Yep.
Guarantee it?
Yep. Not too tender, though. You still want a bit of bounce back when you're eating seafood, but it's not going to be too tough. Go on that one because it's got heaps of chimmy. Go a fucking bit of a tomato there.
I'm going to go raw.
Cheers,
Let's go.
bro.
Cheers. So tasty, eh?
So good. I love the texture. Then you get the crunch from the burnt little suckers. Salad.
I love it, seafood.
I'm always on a seafood diet. Seafood and eat it.
That's a win. I just want to keep eating it.
It's like
You keep on, take it away.
It's like popcorn of the sea.
Rightio. Something different. I like it.
Bloody oath, mate. I love doing a bit of octopus on the queue and, yeah, mix it up a bit.
It's actually crazy how well that little rocket salad that you have goes with it.
Yeah, just something simple. We used to do one in Tassie. It was like an octopus on sourdough with rocket and some nice little Tassie chat potatoes. But some spud recipes coming up, mate. My spuds are ready to pull out of the ground, so it's going to be exciting times.
Rightio. Looking forward to it. Let's wrap this episode up with our fuck up of the week. Now, truth be told, I can't credit this video because I've lost where it came from. So we're just going to watch it. So apologies, we can't credit it, but let's watch.
What are you cooking? What are you cooking right now? Hey.
The only thing more lit than the barbecue is him.
Told you.
He's making charcoal.
Perfect.
Oh, dear. So the other part that I really like about the video is his friend is doing what friends should do, and that's fucking laughing at him.
And recording it. And if this is you, fess up.
So, but look, I feel for this guy. Like, he's devastated.
Bloody oath he is.
He's got meat in there. You can see it. And the whole thing's on fire. He doesn't really know what to do. You can't get close enough.
No, but fuck, it's on. Like, it's. I reckon it's lamb. I reckon it looks like lamb racks there. You can sort of see some bones protruding out of the flame there. I've lost 2 barbecues to lamb because it just, when the fat fire gets going in them, it's just fucking over.
Yeah. Devastating. Let's wrap this one up. We are nearly at episode 60.
Bloody oath we are, mate. Yeah, we're cruising on the way to 100.
Well, look, I apologise for having the guns out, right? But B-Rad, I'm rocking it for B-Rad.
Yeah, mate, it's all for the cause. B-Rad's up there doing good things, spreading the good word of barbecue in Darwin. So
the Northern Territory.
The Northern Territory, yeah. We appreciate you, mate. And, yeah, I guess you better sign this one off this week, mate.
Rightio. What do they say in the Northern Territory?
Catch you, cunt.
Do they? No, it's C-U-N-T. What does it stand for?
Catch
See you in the N-T.
Yeah.
See you in the Northern Territory.
Or next Tuesday.
Or next Tuesday. See ya.